All right. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and great glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Radash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the elect pushing this truth to the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. All right, in this particular video, I want to touch on, hey, this winter, you got farmers blowing the whistle saying that basically stock up. They don't have enough people to harvest the crop. All right. And this is due to Trump's immigration crackdown. More than 40%. I would even go as far to say 40+% of the workers that harvest the crops here in the United States is illegal immigrants. So with them cracking down on them, deporting a lot of them, not just deporting a lot of them, the ones that's here are scared to even go outside because they believe ICE is going to hop on them. You know, they're being taken off of the farm. So, in result of that, you're going to have less food in the grocery stores because they're just going to go bad on the farms. The fruits, vegetables, and whatever else, man. You see? They're just going to go bad on the farms. It's going to leave the grocery stores bare. And the things that you do see in the grocery stores are going to have a high price to them. Okay? Also, Trump's tariffs. You have the farmers talking about Trump's tariffs. All right? How that's affecting them. They went from selling $12 billion in soybean to zero. Because don't forget, they're in the trade war with China. China, 80% of everything that we get here in the United States come from China. Very few food items, but everything else, stoves, forks, spoons, things that you fix your car with, entertainment things, phones, TVs. Really, almost like everything that you lay eyes on when you walk inside of that Walmart comes from China. All right? And don't forget, Trump put a 145% tariff on China. So, and if you don't know how tariffs work, the American people pay the tariffs. That's basically a tax. So when these ships come in, the importers that get the shipment, they have to pay that tax or the tariff. So they got to increase 145%. And so in order for them to make their money back, they got to increase the prices for the customer. But they already know that that's not going to happen because the customers, or like me and you, we're only making the same amount of money. They increase the price of shit, but they don't increase your pay. All right? So what the importers are going to do to make their money back or to even shit out, in the beginning, they'll increase the prices. But as they start to lose money, they'll start to, Salakia, they'll start to buy very fewer items. All right? And then the items that they do buy is going to be few of them, and then the price is going to be high on them. You see? I just wanted to break down them tariffs for you. So we got a 145% tax or tariff on China. They extended that deal. Don't forget, it was supposed to be July 12th. Then they extended it to like August 12th. And then now they extended it to like November. All right. Not just this, we have possibly be going into a trade war with Canada and Mexico. Already really in a trade war with Canada and Mexico. And you get 40+% of all meats from the United States from Canada. And I would say 60+% of the fruits and vegetables and nuts that you see in your grocery stores comes from Mexico. All right. So you got farmers and economists. You have a lot of people sounding the alarm saying Trump's tariffs and what he's doing is going to make it hard for families in the future to eat, man. All right. And the first thing that came to my mind with, when I'm looking at all these videos was what? The famine. All right. You got the famine of the word and you got the actual famine. Famine of bread, and water, which is food, and something to drink, water, juice, whatever. you know. 2nd Ezra 6:22, and we read, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. Where do you sow seed at? The farms. You see, it says they shall, and suddenly the sown places shall appear unsown. Right, you're not going to have crops there. All right. Are you not seeing it right now? They're saying that they don't have enough. We're going to play a few videos. They don't have enough hands to pick these crops. They're just going to go bad on the farms. You see? And they're saying they're going bankrupt, man. These farmers are going bankrupt for what Trump is doing, man, with these tariffs. So, once again, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Full storehouses. First, you got warehouses where they take these items that they get, the products that they get from farms. They put it on pallets and they ship it out. They're going to be empty down to your big stores like Sam's Club, BJ's, Costco's, your Super Walmart, so forth and so on. Even down to your little stores like neighborhood Walmart, Shop and Save, Save a Lot, Dollar General, things like that. They're going to be hit as well, man. Full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. One day you're going to go in the grocery stores and they're going to be bare. They're going to be empty. You see? And if people cannot feed themselves, how they want to, or feed their children how they want to, what's going to happen? Well, the crime rate is going to go up. They're going to take it from you. Right? Let's play this video. This is from the Hopeful Elect 3. It's a powerful video right here. And I'll play maybe another one. I saw a few things last night that kind of spooked an old man. One of them is that Marco Rubio put out a statement that they are doing away or canceling visas for people from foreign countries who drive semis in the United States. And the second thing I saw was that there are shortage of workers to pick the crops in Texas. A huge amount of shortages. They are searching for people, and they're like, well, we're gathering them in mass now. We can do this. But it's too late. The crops in the field are already be picked, and they don't have the people to do it. So, small warning. Stock up on food. Stock up on food now. Shelves are going to go bare, and it's going to get very rough. Do not tell people you are stocking up on food. You need to hoard that. You need to keep it somewhat hidden because there are people. Right, you tell somebody that you're stocking up food when their stomach is touching their back and their children's stomach is touching their back and their wives. What's going to happen is they're going to come see you about it. All right. Now that knock on the door might come different a couple times that they come. And the first knock is, hey man, I saw you hoarding food. You stocking up, man. Hey, you think you can, give anything to us? It's anything. We'll take anything. Let's say you was nice and you was just like, here's a loaf of bread, some few victuals here, some meat, some canned goods, da-da-da. The second time, hey, you got any more? Hey, well, we've been smelling you cooking. Nah, I ain't got none. The third time, it's going to be a bang. Hey, bro, hey, look, we hungry out here, bro. That third time might not even be a banging on your door. It might be a foot kicking in your door. Who knows, man? But eventually, it's going to get like that. All right? Scriptures talk about the spoiling of houses. All right? What does it mean to spoil your house? To break in and steal everything. Looking for anything that they can use. Food, weapons, clothes. If it's cold outside, boots, coats, anything. All right? It says for lack of bread and for great tribulation. Lack of bread, that famine. All right? Out there who will not heed, not listen to this, and will be unprepared and unplanned.
put out a video yesterday about communication. Today, I'm telling you, please stock up on food, non-perishables, food that you can make easily with water. Just try to stock up on water as much as you can too. You have to start preparing yourself for the bad times that are coming. Love and peace. Silence is surrender.
Right. So, hey, man, hard times is coming, man. Which, if you in the spirit, beautiful times, man. We drink the news like that. Anyway, as you can see on your screen, it says U.S. farmers react to Trump's policies on tariffs, immigration, and foreign aid cuts. Right. We ain't going to play this whole video right here. I'm going to have to leave in a second, head out on this plantation. But I want to bring up, it says immigration. You know, you have farmers talking about, hey, how they don't have anybody to pick their crops because all the immigrants is getting deported. So I went to ChatGPT and I asked ChatGPT about the illegal immigrants and so-called illegal immigrants and how they affect, you know, the economy when it comes down to you know, these farms. Let's get that. So this is what I asked ChatGPT about the so-called illegal immigrants. If there's a big crackdown on them and they're getting deported, then how would that go with these farms? So I said, farmers don't have enough people to harvest their crops because of a legal immigration crackdown. I meant illegal, but it says that's a real issue that comes up when immigration laws are tightened. In the United States, U.S. especially, a large scale share of the farm labor force, particularly for fruits, vegetables, and other hand-picked crops, has historically been made up of immigrant workers, many without legal status. When there's a crackdown, stricter enforcement, fewer visas, more deportations, farms often struggle to find enough hands to harvest on time. And we see that happening right now. Farmers saying, hey, man, this illegal crackdown on immigration, man, this is making it harder for us on these farms. We don't have enough hands to pick these crops. So a lot of these crops are going to go bad in the field. So you saw that first video, Esau was saying, hey, man, we don't got enough hands, so stock up on your food and don't let nobody know that you stocking up on your food. This is how it's going to get, man. Hey, it's about to be a dark winter. The effects can include crop losses. If produce isn't picked quickly, it spoils in the field. See, rising prices, which you're going to have rose prices in the grocery stores, but you're going to have higher wages, right? It says lower supply of fresh produce can drive up grocery store prices. Shifting crops. Some farmers switch from labor-intensive crops like berries, lettuce, or melons to mechanized ones like corn or wheat. Greater reliance on guest worker programs. Programs like, yeah, all right, but you get the point. The so-called illegal immigrants, hey, they did a lot on these farms. So now that they're getting deported, and the video that I wasn't playing, it was too long. But you have one farmer saying on there that, yeah, he pays Issachar and less money because so-called Americans will want too much. He'll go bankrupt that way. So he needs illegal immigrants to help him out, man. You see? So, hey, Trump's tariffs mixed with his illegal immigration crackdown, whatever he's doing, hey, it's making it hard, man. Let's play a few more videos and we're going to shut it down.
Different farmers across the United States are admitting that Donald Trump's tariffs are absolutely crippling them. If this continues, they're going to go bankrupt at rates we've never seen in American history. Listen to them.
Fertilizer and seed and diesel fuel, all of these things have just about tripled in price. And I'm selling my commodity for the same thing I was in the 80s. I've never seen anything like this. And it's all due to the president's tariffs.
And an Arkansas farmer is also pointing out that Donald Trump's tariffs are a direct cause of this, saying we produce 40% more agricultural products in this country than we can consume domestically. 1 in every 4 rows of soybeans goes abroad. China is the largest importer of soybeans in the world. For the first time in 20 years, China's bought 0 soybeans and 0 new crop corn out of this country. We went from $12 billion to 0. The price for them doing their business has tripled and their sales are plummeting drastically because other countries aren't importing our crops anymore. You know it's not good when they're being forced to sell their crops at 1980s prices while paying 2025's cost. The math doesn't add up. They're going to go out of business. Farmers are losing their farms across this country. Generational livelihoods are on the line and rural communities are collapsing at levels we've never seen before, all because of Donald Trump's tariffs. And these aren't just Democratic talking points. These are words coming directly from the farmers themselves.
See that? Hey, so, it'd be wise that you stock up a little bit of food, a little bit of water. Don't put your faith all in it. But, hey, man, a wise man seeth a trap and hideth himself. Right? Loosely quoting that. Get you a little extra food, a little extra water, if you have the means. If not, well, we always got faith in Yahweh Shah. He got us. But, if you have the means, if the Lord bless you with that, hey, get you a few, extra things in the house. But I want to play one more video or short and we out here. I got to hop on the road.
Markets, I lost personally, it averaged about between $50,000 and $70,000 a year for 4 years running. Well, roughly $250,000 that I lost under Donald Trump.
Even though farmers bore the brunt of China's retaliatory tariffs targeting U.S. agriculture and food products to the tune of billions, Gurley says he's struggled to convince many Trump-supporting farmers in the area to acknowledge how the former president's policies affected their business. But that didn't mean he wouldn't try, using, we'll call them, alternative methods.
Probably time to get back out.
To swing Union City voters blue, one driver at a time.
Vote for Harris!
In a county and a state with the power to determine the outcome of the 2024 election.
A lot of horns blowing and a lot of thumbs up and a bunch of thumbs down and fingers up. That's a...
Anyway, hope it was edifying. Hope you could take something from it. I got to hop in traffic. With that, say shalom.